Okay, good morning, guys. I hope you guys can hear me because we are getting in touch after a long time. So today I will continue with the fifth lecture. Okay, we had four lectures. Let me just share my screen with you guys. Just hold on. Vikant and Hiram, you guys can hear me, no? Good morning. Very good morning to both of you. And I hope you can hear me. Just let me know if I'm audible to you. You can put that in a chat. And in between, what I will do, I will share my screen with you guys. Okay, so my screen is visible. Okay, thank you, Hiram, for confirming that I'm audible, so that while recording the sound should be there. Okay, so today's fifth lecture of second unit, and that is tools for gathering customers. The second unit is technical and business concerns. So basically, for product development, what are different kinds of concerns, or we should things we should be worrying, or we should keep it in mind while doing a product design, technically and business wise. So those things we are talking about. And the fifth topic is tools for gathering customers. What are actually what we discussed a lot of things about customer, and what our customer needs. So what are different tools to find out what are the needs for this of the customers, and to gather those needs we need some kind of tools. How we can gather the needs? So before that, let's just quickly go through what we discussed in last lecture. Last lecture, we talked about, I think, customer satisfaction. That was one of the important topic, and customer needs and satisfaction. What are different customer needs? So for doing a product development, we need to understand what is the product, or why we are developing this product, and why do customer will buy it. So for that, we need to understand what customer wants, and that is customer needs. And once the product is developed, customers should be happy by using your product. So that is the customer satisfaction. So we saw a lot of things about what are different customer needs, how we can check what customer wants. Then how to one part of those is basically identify, distribute, create, collect. To collect the customer need, that is what we are going to talk about. Then we talked about the customer satisfaction, and then we talked about lots of models and types of customer satisfaction, like customer need analysis can be done using different models. And those models, we talked about Kano model, we talked, then we talked about COPS model and black box models. We talked about all those. So today we'll talk about different tools. Tools means what are different way we can gather customer needs. So we know now that what is customer, no, what are different customer needs, and today we'll see how to gather those. So there are say many ways. So if you want to create a new product, like say we take an example of pen, or you want to create a product like a vehicle, or it may be a gear, anything. So for that, you will be asking customers, okay, what do you guys want? What you guys are expecting? What, how the product should work, how it should behave. So all those things, to gather those, we will need some kind of tool. So how we can do that? We can simply ask questions. Okay, we can go and verbally take their interview, right? One on one, or we can talk on the phone. We can send them email. We can do chat on WhatsApp. Ask them to follow on, in nowadays lots of customer satisfaction or customer needs discussion goes on WhatsApp. So like if you are going to buy a new fridge, you can contact the shop owner, and you can on WhatsApp you can ask for the codes. So that is another way of tool for gathering the needs. So we'll see what are different tools for gathering those needs. First is email. So you can you have email your company. Excuse me. So you are having a basically email, and you will contact the customer or customer base, or lots of mob of a customer, and then you will ask them different questions, or send them a survey questionnaire, and then try to get into touch them, and try to understand what kind of their expectation are from the product you are going to develop, right? So the benefit of this is you can keep a track of when what happened. That is a good part about the email. Like on phone, you have to keep audio recording, and it is not documented, but email is always documented. And it is basically it is very helpful, it is recorded. And so it is in future you can refer to that email, like say, check the email or check the document sent on this XYZ date, right? So like that, you can, email is very much helpful for recording. Just give me 1 minute, guys. Okay, so that is first type of way of gathering the customers. That is email. Okay, so email has basically good the benefit is that everything is recorded. You can track in future. Documentation is easy, but problem is that the clarification, there is a time lag. So once you send an email, you don't know when the when customers are going to check those emails, when they are going to respond. So there is a time lag. That is the one big issue. Another issue is that clarity is not there. So that means if customer has any kind of doubt, again they have to send an email, and they will reply to the email. So like that, the chain will be time consuming. So that is one of the important drawback of the email. So what is better? A phone. So phone is basically you can talk directly to customers. So like, the benefit of email is that you can send the email to 1,000 customers in one shot. But phone, you the issue with phone is that you have to talk to them one by one. But the benefit of this is that you can directly talk, you can have direct interaction, you can ask them questions, they can ask you questions. So queries and concerns are immediately resolved. So that is that is helpful. Sometimes the customer is not happy, you can directly talk to them and ask them their concern, why you are not happy, why you are angry, why you are upset. So you can cool them down, so which is not the case with the paper communication or the email. So there are benefits of the phone, but the problem of the phone is that we have to talk to them individually, and it is a very time consuming time consuming thing. Also, whatever they talked about, like say, you ask 10 questions, they answer 10 questions. So you need some kind of documentation for that, right? It's a documentation of that is again another task required. Now chat. So now this is another important. Now chat nowadays basically what you can call WhatsApp chat. In old days there were different chats were there on computer, but now WhatsApp you can call WhatsApp is also chat. So chat is another good way of gathering the customers or asking what customers and checking how what they are expecting in product. So you can open your WhatsApp, ask them, okay, send it to 100 people or create a group of 100 people, send the notification to them, immediately they will reply, or they can ask the questions they have, and everything is also documented. So this is a good part of chat, is that it is very well documented, and it is easy to track. You can see when what happened, how, when you send the mail, when you send the reply. So like that, social media is another important. Like on Facebook, you can put a survey. You can use your Google Forms also. That is a very good way of nowadays. We use that a lot. So you can use social media app like WhatsApp, Instagram to check with your customers and to check what kind of what is the ask the what is the question that you have. You can send it to them, and you can get the feedback from them. So you can contact a lot of people in one shot. So that's a good thing about social media again. But problem is that if they have concern, they have to contact you individually, like using chat. Another good option is that basically in person. Okay, so you can talk to go to one person's house like LS agents do. They talk to them person, because that is this is the best way, but it is most time consuming, because in this it will take a lot of time, but you can guarantee that your customer is happy. You got whatever you need, they got whatever they need. So this is the best thing, but the problem is that you have to put a lot of time in this. Okay, so these are different tools to gather customer needs, right? Now we'll see how to solve a customer need. Now we know what customers want. Now how they basically what they are expecting. Now how to solve those customers needs. What would prevent you from achieving your ultimate value? Like offer consistent company-wide message throughout company, have a consistent means everybody should be using the same kind of format, same application. Provide instruction for easy adaptation, adoption. Easy, it should be easily adaptable. Ask customers for feedback. You can ask customer, okay, what do you think about this? How you look into this, how they feel about it. You can ask the customers. Nurture customer relationship. So once we have a relationship with customer, okay, so okay, we have in detail. So here offer customer messaging means basically we need to have he said, one will say he said, that said, like so like that. Instead of that, have a consistent messaging system. Provide instructions to easy adoption. Okay, because a customer buy a product because they know or they believe in your product, right? So you should have easy adaptation process. Okay, so means people if they are going to buy a new say AC, they should be easily able to use it. Like say adaptation by customers should be easy, and they should not have to go through lots of hassle for it, right? As I said, we'll ask for the customers' feedback. Okay, how they feel about the product, what they feel about the product, how they are liking the product. What are the drawbacks, or the improvements we can do in the product. Like that, we can ask for the customer feedback. Nurture customer relationship. Now, this is where we were. Once we have a customer relationship, we have to make sure that customer relationship is grown. They are like say if they are buying your phone, make you have to make by having a proper customer service. You have to make sure that they are going to buy your all future versions of the phone. So that way, you are making sure that your future business also is fine. So that whatever relationship you have, that the relationship needs to be. Some companies are very good in nurturing customer relationship, like Amazon. They try to make customers happy all the time. So like because of that, there for people who do shopping on Amazon, they go ahead and do like lots of purchase in future also because of the good relationship. Solve the right customer needs. So and the last point is basically we need to know what are the customers, and then there will be lots of needs from the customers as well. So we need to identify which are the justifiable needs in those, and then only we can say, okay, these are the customer needs which we can address, and these are the customers which we can will help us to grow for the company, and then identify those and solve those needs. Okay, so these are the basically different types of way of solving a customer need. So today we saw basically what are different. Today's topic was very small topic. What are different tools for gathering customer needs, right? So before that we saw what are different customer needs, and then we saw how to gather those customer need for your analysis. We can use various tools like in person we can meet, we can talk on phone, we can send email, we can use social media chatting devices and all that, right? So these are different ways of gathering customer need, and then we saw how to solve those customers. Okay. Okay, so in tomorrow's next lecture will be our last lecture on this topic, which is basically customer population. What is the customer population and what is market segmentation? We'll talk about those in next lecture. Okay, thank you guys. Okay, guys, thank you.
Thank you, sir.